Welcome to Open the Lid. I'm Lydia Dolch, and today I'm sharing with you 3 strategies to help you move from confusion to clarity. So let's jump in. The first, most powerful strategy you can use when you're feeling confused is something called reflective listening. Now, this strategy is used by lots of professionals in all different kinds of industries. This is really powerful when you're in a conflict resolution situation, or you're in couples counseling, or working with your kid. But it's also just a really great tool to have with you whenever you're feeling a bit confused. And the idea of reflective listening is that you simply restate what someone else says. For example, if someone says, "Hey, can you grab the thing over on the counter and meet me in the car?" Right? So then you would say, "So let me just make sure I get this right. You want me to grab the keys from the counter and then meet you in the car in 5 minutes?" So you're kind of interpreting what you think you heard, and then that other person has the chance to respond and say, no, grab the empty bags from the counter and let's go to the car right now. Okay, now you're saying you want me to grab those empty bags from the counter and go with you to the car. Yes. Okay, so in this situation, you've avoided irritating somebody for showing up late and grabbing the keys to the wrong vehicle. And you have the thing you need, which is the empty bags for whatever kind of shopping you're about to do. Okay? So again, this reflective listening isn't something you do once. You can do it over and over until the person says, "Yes, that's what I mean." Okay? And what's really interesting is that 9 times out of 10, people really like being on the other side of reflective listening because they feel heard. They feel like, oh, someone's actually taking the time to notice what I'm saying and say it back to them. It's a very intelligent way to communicate, to make sure that you're on the same page. Okay? I could have avoided this huge social embarrassment in college had I just asked, "So, you're inviting me to a party. Is this just a party for a few friends, or is this an open invitation for anybody in our wider circle of friends?" Right? And then this never would have happened. But again, I was not such a master of reflective listening back in those days. So let's move on to number 2. Our second example is asking someone to clarify with an example. For example, if someone says, "Hey, can you make breakfast? I just want to run out the door really fast." You'd say, "So could you give me an example of something that you'd like for breakfast?" Okay. Or could you give me an example of what you're looking for? Okay. When you ask for this kind of example, then you can connect it with something and make sure that, again, you're trying to be on the same page. Okay. So if they say, "Hey, can you make this presentation for our group?" You could say, "So could you give me an example of some other presentations that have happened, or some example of the content that you'd like me to include?" Right? Okay. Number 3, the third strategy for avoiding confusion is asking, "How would you like me to take it from here?" Or "What would you like my next step to be?" I talk with some people that say, "Hey, if somebody asks me to make toast, I just get so confused. I know the idea of what toast is supposed to look like, but I don't know the steps between bag of bread to toaster." Okay? So when you have the courage to say, "What would that look like?" Or "How would you like me to take it from here?" Or "What is the next right step?" Then you're asking for that input. And you're not asking in a sarcastic way, in just a sincere way that helps you get down to the next step and the next stage, hopefully avoiding that confusion. So again, let's talk about these steps. The first strategy or step to avoiding confusion is to use reflective listening. The second step is to ask for an example. And the third step is to ask for what they would like their step to be, what they would like their next movement to be coming from you. All right. So if you have questions, please comment below. You can like, subscribe to this video. I have more coming out every week, and I hope to talk to you really soon. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Open the Lid Community and my website at openthelid.com. Are you ready to take you and your family from surviving to thriving on a whole new level? Sign up for my free webinar or book a consult with me by clicking the link in the description.